Okay, we are now recording.
All right. Okay, so start with attendance. We have Stephen, myself, Peter, James, and Lawrence is here.
Mm-hmm.
The meeting minutes from last week, or I guess the week before, because we didn't really record anything from last week.
Right.
Any corrections to make to those updates?
Mm, Nothing that I can think of. I
Okay,
what?
and let's do a quick review of the action items that we have recorded right now. Make sure there's nothing that needs to be that's outdated.
Okay, great. Yeah.
That I've done.
Okay. Um,
All right. Yeah, it all looks good to me. Anything to change, Steve?
nope. It's all good.
All right. Let's move on to the nonprofit administration then. Steve?
All right. Nothing really new. Still got to follow up on a few leads when I get the chance. A little busy this weekend, but I can jump over to the financial report. Um, we are missing $20 because they charge us a service fee again this month. That's not usual. Usually, once I get them stopped for the year, they stop doing it for the rest of the year. So I will call them back again this week. And
Wow, that's service.
yep. Let's see. Yeah, who knows? We could potentially just change banks at some point as well because I know at least one bank. I don't know what their deal is for um, nonprofits, but they're a credit union, and they would uh, uh, they would have only a $5 service fee per month when they do charge you a service fee.
Okay.
So,
All right. Shall we move on to Hack Night report?
yes, Hack Night.
Any comments on Hack Night?
I drank a little too much. That much I remember.
We had a newcomer. I didn't catch his name though, but he came with Manny. I seemed pretty interested, but he's from out of town.
Yeah, and they seemed both really serious. Um, they seemed to enjoy it and seemed like they wanted to get a few things on a roll, like get more going on with the whole community. So I
Yeah.
got the impression that they will be returning.
Yeah, well, Manny came at least once before. He's a occasional visitor.
Right.
But otherwise, I think it was a pretty uneventful Um, Pack night, huh?
Yeah, I had
Um,
I had the good opportunity there to get my head straight, as I've been quite gaslit at my regular job the past
yeah,
couple weeks, and so being able to have people like help me know that I'm not the one that's insane
right,
um, has been very useful, or helped to confirm that anyway.
yeah. All right, shall we move on to old business?
Mm-hmm.
Beginning with print jobs. Steve?
Yeah. So I got charged. I have not heard back or received them in the mail yet,
Okay.
but supposedly they're getting done and gonna be sent. I can send an email to ask for ETA or tracking number if it's in the mail already.
Mm-hmm.
Where did he go? Here
Um, and we are officially out of the flyers, so today I'm gonna update that QR code and send you the updated template for the flyers. Do you want to do what we did last time, Steve, and just send it to FedEx and I'll pick it up?
we go. Yeah, yeah, I think that works.
Okay.
Okay. And then if you guys could try to help remind me at least uh, on Tuesday when Jeff and Taylor and I gotta be reminded to get their okay on the reimbursement payment, and then I'll
Oh
I'll,
yeah,
I'll track down Arthur because he's another one missing from that boat.
yeah. Okay. So that sounds like that's it for print jobs. Let's move on to 3D printing class. Any updates there, Steve?
So I have Dan Perino, who I met through all the We Labs collaboration we've been doing. He has a guy, John, who has offered to donate some 3D printers to our cause, and would also like
Mm.
to be involved in the design and development of a 3D printing class and try to help it move. The only thing is this guy John is in Riverside, so that'll be a little difficult to make as far as his contributions. That would be over in Long Beach, but I'll have to get back to you guys once I actually get a uh, meeting with John through Dan. So that's one development we've got going for the 3D printing. Um, I'm also still on a roll with like making use of my 3D printer again, and I'm hurting a little money wise, not too hard, but it's gonna take just a minute before I throw down the money for a 3D printer um, to do a practice run on.
Okay. Sounds good. Um, could you summarize what you said in the beginning about the new connection that you made?
Yeah, so Dan Perino has a friend, John, who would like to donate some 3D printers and collaborate on the 3D printing class. Easy.
All right. Okay. Sounds like some progress. Anything else on the 3D printing class?
No, that's all we've got in development
All
for it
right.
so far.
So moving on to trivia night. Um, I don't have any new developments. I've got the questions developed. The last thing that we were talking about, James, was about scheduling. Where did we leave off on that? Were we waiting for Alba or a decision from us? Hold on a second. James is not unmuted.
So, we need to pick a date. We need to pick a date, and so once we pick the date, I believe Wednesdays and Thursdays are the most available. Wednesdays are going to be better because Thursday, I forget which Thursday she has a thing, but Thursday she has a thing. So, yeah. Um, yeah. So,
Well, maybe I'll just throw out a date right now. What about the 25th of September? Maybe run that one by her?
Yeah. Yeah, we can do that. Why don't I text her right now? All right, I just sent the text. So we are planning to go with September 25th to do the trivia night. All are welcome to participate. Black and bitter. Thank you. Not too bitter, I guess.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, is that date seem good for everyone? September 25th?
Yeah.
I rather hastily threw that out there. I didn't actually check my own calendar, but should be good.
September 26th, I have court.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, tons of fun, especially. Tons of fun, especially.
Okay, so I'm gonna notate that we're looking at the 25th of September, pending approval from Alba. That's kind of the status. Okay. And James, Alba has everything we need, right? Projection, amplification. What space do you think we'll end up in the?
In the creative space, which is the right side of the office.
Okay. Like the open area, like where those Legos are and everything. Okay.
Yep.
Then yeah, that's a nice, cozy area. So amplification probably won't be necessary. Okay, moving on to outreach. So this week, James and I, what did I tell you we did? Like 20 something?
27 spots hit up with flyers.
Yeah, we flyered 27 locations around Belmont, downtown, and then 4th Street corridor. Although I walked 4th Street yesterday, and at least one of them is already down. The record store. But the one where he taped it to the window, and yeah, there were a couple other places where they were still up. So
You think that's a good thing or a bad thing?
that it was taken down, or
Yeah, that it was taken down.
I mean, it's not a good thing, but I don't think it was like. It looks like they had rearranged a bunch of stuff. So I don't know if they just like took everything down and we just happened to post it like right before they took everything down. It was yeah. I don't think they like targeted us.
Gotcha.
I don't know, maybe the record store people really have a vendetta or something. So we still have more to do, but of course we need to get another round printed. I would like to do LBCC still. This is a bit later than I was planning to do it because I wanted to hit it right at the beginning of the school year, but I suppose we're probably about, we've finished at least 1 week of the school year, if not 2.
Of the normal school year?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks now, at least for my community college.
Wait, what's your community college?
PCC.
Where's PCC?
Sorry, Pasadena City College.
Oh.
Yeah, I started a machining class. Remember, that's why we had to move the
Okay.
meetings.
So you go all the way out to Pasadena for that?
Yep.
Fine.
It's not too bad. Traffic's pretty good to get me there in a half an hour.
Mm-hmm. This time around, doing the flyering, we were much more effective than before. I mean, it definitely, it's way easier when you have 2 people, because one person drives, the other person just jumps out, runs in, asks if you can post a flyer, and then comes back out. You don't have to look for parking at every single spot. So you can definitely cover more ground that way. I think it would also be good to generate routes for these, and we can kind of just figure them out in advance and then just reuse them.
Your Air Force liaison. She's up there.
That would make it easier to do this a little more often, because I think frequency might matter. I don't know how long these stay up. I've been kind of thinking like every 3 months or so would be a good schedule. But I don't think, was there even one place that still had a flyer up from before? I think he's mentioned one. Maybe
I
not.
honestly don't.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I think the 3 months is definitely like they don't stay up for 3 months. I mean, of course, we don't need to put up a new flyer the second it comes down, but between 1 day and 3 months, we don't know how long it stays up. So if it's like everything's gone after a week, then then that's kind of difficult.
I'm just gonna step away for 1 minute to grab something.
All right.
You guys can continue without me.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
All right. Let's move on to LA Tech Week then. James, do you want to comment on that? Anything to add?
So I don't know if I mentioned it last time, but Mel has agreed to get to be a speaker for it. And this Tuesday, I'm going to be having a conference call with him via Zoom to try to get more support, see if he can find other people who are willing to do it. Yeah, Mel's a great dude, guys.
Yeah, I don't know him that well. I just know his pastel colored jackets.
You know what?
You can't miss those. You walk into a room and you know Mel is there.
Like him and I have had a lot of heart to hearts, man, and
Mm-hmm.
the dude is a blessing. So, you know, that would not have happened had it not been for Steve. Like Steve running up to me at scale, being like, "Yo, you gotta meet this guy. I just told him about you. I hyped you up, and he's gonna come here and talk to you. So talk to him." And yeah, then Mel was all like, "Oh man, you're already there. You got all 3 certifications." I'm like, "Yeah, well, how many tables do you know have 3 legs?"
I am back.
So. Oh, I forgot you were gone.
No, it's
I
all
was
good.
just saying how, real quick, Steve, you know, the connection between Mel and I would not have happened had it not been for you hyping me up at the scale.
If it hadn't been
So-
for me, what?
If it hadn't been for you, the connection between Mel, Rico Reyes, and I would not have happened. So
Dude,
Yeah.
I appreciate that feedback because that is what this has been mostly good for throughout the years, is just making those connections. I'm really glad that it's working out.
Yeah. All right. Anything else to add on LA Tech Week, James? Or
no, that's it. I'll probably have more next week after my conference call with Mel.
all right. So moving on, QuickBooks. Stephen Lawrence, you guys want to comment on that?
We had to reschedule. I wasn't feeling too good.
Okay.
Yeah. That's literally it. One word. Yeah.
All right. That's going in the minutes. That's just going to be the word yeah. All right. So moving on to DataCon LA. Nothing really to add there. I just early bird pricing is still available, and deadline for presentation proposals is September 15th. The event itself is going to be November 16th. So let's just skip over that and move on to new business. Well, this is old business now. I guess we don't. So we finally settled, based on the poll, new official board meeting time is now 10 a.m. on Sundays, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or yes. I was just gonna say for me, it might get a little hairy, just because, you know,
Fantasy
I'm the
football.
random guy from the middle of the country that loves football. So,
Ah.
yeah. So yeah, I got some cash on the line.
All right. Oh, we have QuickBooks both under tabled items and under. I guess we'll just keep that under tabled items. All right. I guess it's open forum time then.
All right. Any new thoughts?
Nothing on my end.
I guess I am happy. Sorry. I am happy with the progress being made, but also a lot of stuff is turning around because of the school year starting for me, and I guess health wise the fall isn't always the best season for many people. Get those flu shots, FYI. But yeah. So we're still moving forward, even though things are a little groggy.
Yeah, and if we get that confirmation for the 25th, then that's exciting because that's the first on the calendar thing.
Mm-hmm. That'll be great. I'll make sure to go do it. I'll skip weightlifting for one night to go do it.
All right.
Don't skip weightlifting, bro.
Do it at the trivia night. That'll be intimidating for.
Oh man, wouldn't that be fun? So somebody help me bring my trap bar up here.
By the way, do you guys, Steve, James, do you guys want to review my questions? Are you planning to compete or?
I'm planning.
Yeah, let's
So go ahead.
compete.
Okay, so I won't share my questions with you then.
Yeah, no, I'm planning to help you host in the future, so I will be happy to review with you.
Okay. Do you want to make some time to meet up and I'll share them with you and we can discuss them?
Yeah, absolutely. What's a good time in the week for you?
In the week. Basically, no evenings until Thursday or Friday.
All right. A Thursday evening can work for me. A
right.
Friday evening can also work for me.
Let's do Thursday evening. What time's good for you?
Let's see. Can we make it? Actually, since it's a specific one, give me a second to log into my work email and see if we will be doing early morning surgeries. If there's an early morning surgery, then I can get out of work early as well. Two-factor. Come on. Calendar. Say Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. There's nothing, so I'll probably be starting my shift around like 8:30 as usual, or maybe even later if I need to catch up on sleep. So shall we do maybe like 8? Is 8 a
Yeah,
good time
sure.
online?
8 p.m.
We'll meet in here, or I mean
Yeah,
in the dungeon.
in the dungeon.
Cool.
All right, sounds good. Okay. Yeah, I guess maybe that would be a good time for me to actually develop the rest of the material, like the presentation. And I don't know if I mentioned this last time, but I'm planning to do this with paper sheets rather than an online thing like they did at Geeks Who Drink.
Okay. Is there a particular reason besides not having the software for it?
Yes, because if we are going to do the gimmick where we encourage people to cheat, we should probably not have a format which is extremely easy to cheat with. Because like you just can't, like everybody's on their phone to answer. You just can't
That's a
tell
good
if they're
point.
looking things up.
Yeah, so they'll stand out more if they've got their phone out.
Exactly, and to encourage more creative cheating.
Yeah, but then
Like,
we do also.
I'm really hoping someone goes full James Bond on it.
But of course, like when we review the answers to each question, we'll need them to like I guess show what they wrote down. Is that going to be the idea?
Yeah, so the idea would be that every team would have a sheet that has blank spots for 5 rounds of 5 questions. And then each round, they write down their answers as I read the questions out. At the end of the round, they submit the sheet, I grade it, and then hand the sheets back. And then they use it again for the next round.
Nice. Okay. It's very This is like actually almost like a classroom set up. Like
Yeah, a little bit. I
giving
mean, I
a
have
pop
seen
quiz.
this before in trivia nights.
Nice.
And I still have to come up with like a tiebreaker question. One thing that I've seen is a tiebreaker question that's where the answer is a number that no one's going to memorize, but whatever team gets closest to that number, you know, like how deep is the Mariana Trench or something, or what altitude does the space station orbit at? You know what? That should just be it. Now I've said it on a recording.
There you go.
Can't do that. Yeah. Anyway, so that's all. So I'll see you on Thursday.
Okie doke.
And I think we are at the end of the agenda here. Is there anything that anybody wants to add before we?
I love you guys.
Let it be
Thanks.
stated in the record that
I love you guys.
James loves us.
IOI too.
And the feeling is mutual. Let's see. So also we're still gonna review the action items for people, right?
Oh yeah, sure.
Like on our way out. Let's go.
Yeah, we should probably make that a closing thing rather than an opening thing. Do you think?
That's been the idea. Is like just at the end of the thing we haven't.
Yeah, I have it under housekeeping. Let's put it under also housekeeping.
Okay. There we go.
How about just this housekeeping, closing remarks? No, that doesn't make sense. I don't know why I don't like. Let's just do that. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. Do we want to
Yeah. So we
go
can
through
go.
this all together, or everybody reads silently?
Oh no, we should read it out loud. I think.
Okay. All right, so beginning with Stephen, your action items are to meet with Lawrence and Peter for QuickBooks Lesson 2,
Right.
upload board meeting videos, edit out personal information.
Mhm.
Do you still have the notes for that one that was heavily redacted?
Yeah, I have enough. Well,
Okay.
did I? Yeah, I think the notes. Did we write that in the meeting?
Yeah, it's in one of the
minutes?
meetings, actually.
Okay,
the
yeah.
minutes
Yeah,
at the
I'll
very
be able to
end.
review that.
All right, and contact Alba to get more info on event registration for charities. Construct the lesson plan for the 3D printing course. Reach out to Alba for more collab opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
All right, for my action items, update the QR code on the flyer. I'll do that today. Add a revision footer and send it to Steve. Research applications for the Long Beach Gives campaign. Now that I missed the boat on that one. The application, they're not accepting applications now. Post new flyers, I've already done. Well, I guess I still have more new flyers to post, so that can stay there. Contact Taylor at LBCC. Huddle with Art about Notion digital asset management. What is the current status with Art? He seems a bit remote right now.
Apparently he's just really busy all the time. But he's still trying to be able to make it like once a month to have
Okay.
that. But as far as being an act, like he's officially taken himself away from the role as president. He's
Okay.
just he's still president in the paperwork with the IRS, which will need to change at some point.
You need a president.
Can't get off the ballot, huh?
Yeah.
Should get
How are we
RFK
supposed to
Jr.
make-
lawyer.
How are we supposed to make Uncoded great again without a president?
Okay, so next thing is discuss audio production class curriculum with James. I don't know. I mean, James, you're like, you've got the audio class thing, right? Do you need any assistance on that, or?
I mean, honestly, the only thing that I really need is some money.
Okay, well, I can't help you there.
Like, it would just, I need money for an electric drum set, and I need money for an Axe 3.
Yeah,
So,
we should do a
like,
fundraiser for James's electric drum set.
Guys, it is my birth month after all.
So
Nobody ever talks about a birth month except you. You get,
you know what?
get special treatment for 30 days.
so
Check this out, right? Because I always I was always made to feel guilty on my birthday growing up for the stuff that I got. And so this is like the first time this year that I'm trying not to feel guilty.
Not to
So
feel
I'm just going all in.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I can agree with that.
yeah, dude.
My Cash App is $ Rocket Surgeon General.
Let me see though. So something to like seriously consider though with fundraising and the audio studio. If we put out content and we like even post it on the YouTube or what have you, or through some events that we're utilizing some of that musical content, then that would very quickly not only bring an income of its own, I think, but also justify fundraisers to say like, look at all of this great entertainment that we're
Yeah,
providing the community.
Something that's coming out of it that you can point to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I just need a device to run social media, because I'm very intentional when it comes to not having social media on my personal device. Yeah, and I would also need login access to all of Uncoded social media platforms. So
Well, that should have.
TikTok, Instagram, YouTube.
We should have made that in it. We should have discussed that. Yeah. So, do you want to run the uncoded social media then?
I just need a device. If you guys can get me a phone or an iPad or something that's got at least 256 gigabytes of storage, then I can take it from there.
I might be able to just give you one of my old Android phones that are like they're not bad. They still work. They're just older. I can like factory reset it.
Yeah,
and
I
give it to
mean,
you.
I'll work with what you can give me, and if the quality of the post, like let's say like the camera is not the best, like more than anything, the thing that's gonna matter the most is gonna be the camera and the audio. However, as long as there's an audio jack on the device, I have a microphone that I can use to plug into it so that I can get better quality audio.
Yeah, hard to promise that the audio jack would be both there and still working fine, but we'll see what we got. I'll mess around with some of my devices and try backing them up and factory resetting.
Yeah, please do, because when I get my hands on the device, I'm going to be using the uncoded information to set it up and register it.
All right, we can put that down as one of my action items. Prepare a phone for James to use for uncoded social media. Prepare your phone.
Phone, iPad, anything like that.
Yep.
I just got a response from Alba. She's adding our trivia night to on the calendar. Do we have a time?
Is 7? Does 7 seem like a good time?
7:00 p.m. works for me.
That works.
Steve, will that be enough time for your commute?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
7:00 to 7:00 to 9:00.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. Yeah, the actual trivia part will probably only be about an hour, but we'll have like a bit of time before for socializing and then after.
All right, cool. It's set, my guys.
We got a
All
date.
right. Okay, so continuing on, okay, so James discussed audio production class curriculum with Peter. Yeah, I don't know if, do we need that? Just take that action item out?
Let's keep it on, just because I like having these conversations.
Okay. And then under Lawrence, we have contact Intertrend for sponsorship or collaboration. Get contact info for Notion database.
I just connected with them, and we're putting a time on the calendar
Okay.
to catch up, and then I should be able to sign up, get everything going there.
Sounds
Take
good.
this, my contact over to
Copy that. And then the only two ones remaining: Jeff Coates, review policy documents and provide feedback, and Taylor Seeger, develop newsletter and newsletter welcome letter. Welcome newsletter. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Anything else you guys want to discuss before we adjourn?
That should be good.
Okay. Cool. Well, this meeting is adjourned.
Later, my dudes.
Take care, guys.
Bye.